exclusive, wasn't it?
The world exclusive.
Okay, of Clueless, the title track from Clueless the musical.
From Clueless the musical.
Which is about to hit the stage for the first time in the world anywhere in Bromley at the Churchill Theatre. So you're road testing it in Bromley. It's heading for the West End. It's going to be massive. Clueless, one of the most loved films of all time.
Most beloved, absolute classic.
Congratulations! One more.
Thank you.
It's so cool, Katie.
It's so cool, and
How did it happen? Well, tell us the whole story.
So I've been gigging, writing songs, releasing albums for 20 years, and you just get to a point where you want to flex other creative muscles and just challenge yourself and see what you can do.
Yeah.
And I went to see Book of Mormon about 10 years ago, and I thought,
I want some of this.
Hang on a minute.
I want some of this.
This seems really good fun. And audiences are sort of really open to all sorts of different subjects now. It's not just sort of the jazz hands, old school musicals. And I just put it out into the universe that was something I wanted to do. And the phone rang. It was magical. And it was actually Glenn Slater, he's the lyricist, and we'd done some stuff before, and he asked if I wanted to jump on. And
hang on a minute. Back the truck up here. What do you mean? You put it out into the universe?
Yeah.
What, catapulted it out there?
It was just from my soul. I thought, this is something I want to do.
Yes.
And, you start having conversations with people. It's not necessarily picking up and going, can I work for this musical or do this? But you just start target practicing in your life.
Nice.
Where the conversations you have, and then that gets talked about in another room.
Got it.
And it just comes back to you. It was a wonderful thing. Real law of attraction.
But when it comes back to you as Clueless, you think, well, thank God nobody's done it before, because it's ripe, isn't it?
It's just perfect.
Yeah.
And, Kim Kardashian and her daughter are dressing up as Sharon Dion last Halloween. It's like permeating through the ages.
I didn't know that it was based on Emma, because I'm stupid. Yes. So tell us the history of Clueless then.
Yeah, it's based on Emma by Jane Austen. So it's the story of a girl who's lost her mum. She's grown up without a mother, and she's basically trying to play puppet master and make everyone else around her happy, but she never really turns it on herself. And it's actually completely narcissistic. She thinks that she can kind of control everybody, but it's really from a great intention of wanting everyone to be happy and wanting the world to be perfect. And it kind of all just crumbles around her when she realizes that she doesn't have anyone to love herself, and it comes and slaps her in the face.
Right, anybody a fan of Clueless the film here? Okay.
All right. If.
Okay. Anyway, put your hands up if you're a fan. Okay. How long ago do you think it was? How many years ago? The film?
A good 10, 12 years.
29. 29 years ago. What the heck?
I know.
Okay, that's the only unfortunate bit of this whole interview. Nearly 30 years ago.
But it's one of those beautiful kind of meetings of stars lining where we can celebrate that.
Yeah, and also it's not. I mean, it's aged because you can tell it's an older film, but it's still absolutely stunning. It's beautiful, and it doesn't.
Paul Rudd's first movie.
What's that?
Paul Rudd's first movie.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Did not know that. And how come it was Clueless? How come it became Clueless?
Well, I just thought I actually worked on one previously, which is still in the works. It's with Craig Ferguson. It's Saving Grace, that amazing Brenda Blethyn film. So I sort of cut my teeth and learnt, and then the Clueless opportunity came along, and it's quite challenging. It's like you've got to respect the film, and you really want to kind of do it justice out there in the world. And I love memorable tunes. I love melody. And so I just want you to come and see a show, and then you're just singing all the tunes when you leave the theatre.
But Clueless is such an emotional film anyway.
Yeah.
Then now you had this add the superpower of music to it. People are going to be in bits.
I know.
Aren't they?
I mean, we are watching it. It's so emotional.
It's great, isn't it?
But also the really fun thing about it is that we're basically making you feel like if you could get the cassette tape out of Cher's Jeep in the movie, what songs would be on that cassette tape?
Yeah.
So it's all like referencing all these amazing 90s tunes.
It's so cool.
It's so fun.
You've picked a winner, babe. You have certainly picked a winner. And by the way, the lucky people of Bromley get to see this in a couple of weeks' time, don't they? It's amazing. Okay, so it's a limited run of 2 weeks because you're road testing things. Sure, you are. It's heading for the West End, if not Broadway, and I'm not overstating the fact that could be the case.
Fingers crossed, eh?
12th of Feb, TrafalgarTickets.com to go and see this before anybody else at the Churchill Theatre, Bromley. Clearly, you'll be around for all that.
I'm there the whole time.
Yeah. So what will you be learning from the process?
Yeah. So the cool thing is, this is what's called a workshop run.
All right.
And so it's different every night. So you can buy tickets for every night and you'll get a slightly different show, but we're tweaking it as we go. So
Love
it's
it.
really cool.
It's beyond cool.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased and excited for you.
Thank you.
I mean,
I was watching yesterday and this car came on stage. I was like, what?
I know.
They built a car.
Those clever theatre people.
Yeah.
Jeez. And biscuits. But your career and the way you live your life, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you as an artist and fan of you as a human being, because you keep doing things that I want to do, but I can't play the guitar, which means I would have to take my radio show everywhere, which, you moved to Los Angeles, you lived in LA, then you moved up to
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
No, you went to
Topanga. I was up in Topanga in the hills, yeah.
And then now you come down to Santa Fe.
Yes.
Which is I've never been, but a lot of my favorite books about Zen Buddhism and meditation, they're all, not all of them, but a lot of them are in Santa Fe.
It's an amazing place. You feel it. It's called the Land of Enchantment.
Right.
That's the sort of New Mexico strapline, and it really is like it does something to you when you get it. Either does it to you or doesn't.
Well, look, I mean, it manifests Clueless the musical for a start.
It did it for me.
What's the weather like in Santa Fe?
Say that again.
What's the weather like?
The weather, we're at 7,000 feet.
Yeah.
So we're up the mountains.
Yeah.
And it's lots of snow in the winter, beautiful, hot in the summer. But
Can you ski there?
You can ski
Oh,
there.
good.
More days of sunshine than Los Angeles. 300 days a year sunshine.
Wow. All right, and you bought again, haven't you? You don't mess about, do you?
I don't mess
None of
about.
this-
First house I saw.
Did you?
Yeah. Wasn't planning on it. And me and my other half just went, right, this'll do.
Yeah, you always go all in. That's what I love about you, KT Tunstall. I love you.
There's no mucking about with
No
me.
mucking about. TrafalgarTickets.com for you lucky duckies to go and see this in Bromley. The sort of world workshop premiere, if you like, of Clueless the musical. It's going to be massive, this. It's going to be so good. Begins a week on Monday, 12th of Feb, Churchill Theatre, Bromley, TrafalgarTickets.com. Wow, all the wows.
Come and watch us sweat while we try and get this show up.
Don't think it's going to notice that we have seen that you've changed guitar.
I have.
This, I think, maybe there's another song coming.
Well, I think we need a little bit of morning pep in our
Bit of
step,
Friday?
do we not? Do we need a bit of Anne Hathaway strutting down the street in New York?
All right, here we go.
Do we need that?
Oh, look at you guys. By the way, it's double from now on. Whatever you were paying for Carfest, you're going to pay double. Here we go. KT Tunstall, Suddenly I See. What happened with you on TikTok a month ago? What was going on?
What did I do?
The story about the guy that was in the video.
Oh my God, that
Can you
was
just
amazing.
tell the story, please?
It was amazing. So 20 years ago, I made the video for Other Side of the World. And I'm in London and he's in New York and I'm in a black cab and he's in a yellow cab.
Who's he?
Who's
Who's the guy?
So I never met the dude.
But why is he cast in the video?
The directors went to New York, cast a hot dude,
Right.
a random hot dude, to be my ex-boyfriend.
Right.
And I never met him. I never went to New York. 5 years later, I'm in a bar.
Right.
There's a guy to my right and I'm like, I know him.
Yes.
Who is he? And it came out of my mouth. I went, oh my God, you're my pretend ex-boyfriend. And it was him. And then and as far as I remember, he sort of didn't really know who I was. And that was that. And so on TikTok, I basically said, should we try and find him? And we did. Yeah. And so we then went live on Instagram and met this guy. He's called Josh. And he makes jeans in New York.
Does he?
Yeah. And he said he did know it was me, but I don't remember this, but I was apparently with another dude. And he wanted to ask me out for a drink, but he didn't because I was with someone. I don't know who it was.
When was this?
This was when I met him in that bar.
Right.
Like 15 years ago.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I actually could have ended up dating the pretend ex-boyfriend.
I'm
in another
exhausted just
life.
hearing about it, just hearing the highlights.
Yeah.
So when did you meet your hubby then, a hubster?
Hubster I met in a dog park during COVID.
Oh, I see. Okay, there you go. In LA.
Yeah, my dog was just like, I think he should be our daddy. Let's go and say hello to him.
Daddy Doggy Daycare.
Daddy, doggy, gay.
Listen, we get loads of love for you. Loads of love. KT Tunstall, fantastic. She always gives it 200%. She does. She always gives it 200%, if not more. All round lush, most genuine, loveliest lady, Philip in South Wales. Morning, Chris and the team. Just so you know, today's a new moon, 22:59, so it's perfect for manifesting, throwing out into the universe.
Throw it out there, people.
Love how Katie had mentioned it, and it's absolutely loving music. The first song was incredible, says Andrea Beckles. Well done. One more time. KT Tunstall,
Thank
Clueless
you,
the musical.
folks.
Oh my gosh, you're the best, Katie.
Loads of love.
This musical begins its workshop run, Churchill Theatre, Bromley, TrafalgarTickets.com, for a really special evening. Anything else you want to say about it before we say goodbye?
Just that we really want to take you to a gig. Like, you're coming to a musical, but we want you to feel like you're at a gig. So it's like we're referencing NSYNC and Alanis Morissette, and
you're having all the fun.
All the fun.
All
so
the fun.
Just you'll get the trousers will be flapping.
All right,
It's
one
gonna
more
sound
time,
good.
KT Tunstall.
Thank you.
Yeah.